again, everybody. Welcome back to yet another video of the weekly growth. I hope you all had a wonderful week, couple of weeks and or months. I hope you were all blessed and you all were able to glorify God. Today I wanted to talk to you about a thing that is very close to me, very, very close to me, and that is the sin of anger. There's two sins that I struggle with the most, even to this day. That being anger and lust. I already talked about lust in one of my other videos, so I want to talk about anger and how it can affect you and the other people around you. So, Jesus, when he came down to earth, he said, love each other the way I loved you. You know, pretty simple. We're supposed to love everyone the way Jesus did at his time with us on earth. Being kind, being humble, being, giving. So, what does anger do to affect that specifically? Quite a few things, actually. So, anger, that in and of itself is not bad. Okay? What anger can lead you to can be bad. Alright? There is a Bible verse that says very specifically the point that I'm going to drive home here. And that is from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 26 through 27, which says, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and do not give opportunity to the devil." Okay? I want to break that down real quick. Very simply put, being angry is not really bad, to say the least. Right here in Ephesians says it. Hey, if something is frustrating you and is getting to that point, you can be angry. Jesus himself did get angry. Okay? But what does separate you from the sin of anger into just being frustrated is how you act during that anger. So, with that being said, let's talk about how to act. If you do get to that point, when you do get angry, you can be frustrated. You can have that frustration bubble inside you, but what you need to do is stop for a minute. Think about why you're angry. And simply take the steps necessary to calm yourself down back to the point where you can think clearly. Because when you're angry, you can think pretty irrational things, which in itself can lead you to sin, can make you do things that you wouldn't normally do, like lash out at people that you love. I know this from experience. I have serious anger issues. I struggle with it because, one, I come from a father and a mother who also themselves have anger issues. And two, it's also stemming from coming from a broken home with a lot of fighting, I heard my parents fight a lot for pretty much as long as I can remember, up until recently actually. Um, it's been a struggle to, see the people you look up to the most tear each other apart, even when you're a kid. It messes with your psyche. It may not affect you. It may not. Let me rephrase that. You may think it's not going to affect you, but it does. So, with that being said, if you do come from a similar background to mine, and your anger issues do stem from that, which I'm pretty sure they would, coming from a broken home is a very common denominator for people that have anger issues. I can attest to it since I am one of those people. I would say get the help you need, go to your support line, friends, other family members, the Bible, if it comes to a very serious and grave point or state in your life, I would highly recommend going to therapy. It has helped me, and I'm pretty sure it can also help you, working through that process of breaking down what makes you angry and how to create a sort of plan to calm yourself down when you do get angry. So, what can you do to calm yourself down? It is very different. It can be very different for people, One thing that has helped me is, try to think why I'm angry, When it gets to the boiling point, what you need to do is stop and retreat from that situation that is getting you frustrated. It can be, an argument, or something at work is not really working out the way you thought it would. What you need to do is say, hey, or even if you're alone or or when you're with people, I'm sorry for stuttering so much, is, retreat from that situation. If you're in an argument with a person, just say, hey, look, I am getting very frustrated with this. Please just let me calm myself down for a little bit, and I will get back to you about this, And if they respect that, cool. If they don't respect that, then you need to leave that situation, because what is going to happen is that person is going to keep egging you on, is going to keep trying to push that subject that is frustrating you, and is going to get you to do something that you're going to regret. I know that from experience. So take it from me. When you get to that boiling point, please do whatever you can to retreat from that situation and, take deep breaths. Just 3 seconds breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, and 3 breaths out. Just keep thinking about it, and then after you have calmed your mind enough, say, okay, what is frustrating me right now? Is it this person doing something, or is it me? Think critically, not just for that person, but for yourself as well. Don't just go out and blame everybody but yourself. Also think, hey, what did I do wrong? Humble yourself. Don't let that anger turn into a spiteful pride that says, "Oh no, there's no way I did wrong here. This is all this person's fault." No. Humble yourself and say, "Okay, what did I do wrong? What did this person do wrong?" You know, that's what you should do. If that doesn't help you calm down, take other steps. Research what can help you calm yourself down. Think about things that you did to escape reality. Maybe listening to a song, or reading a book, or maybe playing a game, or drawing, or painting something. Anything that can help you calm down, take that step immediately, as soon as possible, as soon as you can. Because otherwise, if you sit on that anger, you are going to hurt not only yourself, but the people around you. You are going to scream and or say and or do something you're going to regret down the line. You may say something that you don't truly mean, but it really hurts that person. Or, and I know it's going to be very hard for some people to hear this, you might do something physically to that person or to yourself that you're going to regret. That's what anger can do if you let it linger. That's why in this verse it says, "Do not let the sun go down on your anger." This is telling you, hey, don't stay angry. It's okay to be angry at the beginning, but do not stay in that anger. Take the steps necessary to let that anger go. Here's another verse that helps with that point, and it's from James chapter 1, verse 119 through 20. And it says right here, "Know this, my beloved brothers. Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God." That right there is telling you, hey, be patient. Hear people out. Hear their side of the story. Don't immediately go on the defensive and get angry with this person. Be slow to anger. And if you do get angry, take the steps necessary to calm yourself down. Because the anger can lead you to do something that right here in the verse says does not produce the righteousness of God. So this is something that is very personal to me, and I felt like I wanted to share it because anger is something that I do struggle with a lot. So I wanted to put this out there to hopefully help those that are struggling just as much as I am, or maybe struggling a bit more or less, who knows. I want to share what God has put in my heart so that it can hopefully help you down the line. So I hope you all have taken this to heart, about what I said. And for those that do have anger issues like I am, please take this video as a kind of stepping stone as to what you should do to not let your anger win. Because trust me when I say this, that anger can and will destroy relationships that mean a lot to you. Thank you all so much for watching, hope you all have a blessed day and or night, and I will see you all later.